Well, hello everybody. Here I am again. I've never been on here so much, have I? Anyway, I felt the need to come on because I need to set a few things straight. And I'm going to start with one of the first things I want to set straight is Brittany. Now, I made the mistake yesterday of saying that Brittany had been on Angel's show and been on her panel. And that's not the case. Um, the reason that I thought she had been on there was because when all that stuff went down, with the women's community, she had Maria on there, she had Amzi, Mims, all those girls. So for some reason, I thought Brittany had been one of them. And that's not the case. She's never been on her show. Angel hasn't had her on a show. Brittany hasn't gone on there. And I was mistaken. So apologies to Brittany, apologies to Angel. I got that wrong. Sorry, people. However, I will say this, that Angel did defend Brittany against Stone Sailor when he was talking about her gang raping her with a bunch of Marines. She did defend her, as I did. I did a whole video on it. Many people were disgusted by that. The fact is, and not only that, he had said things about Angel's family, me, everybody, that they were against at that time. And the thing was, I had been on a panel with him at some point, and he was very respectful, though, I have to say. I came away thinking he was the only one with any sense on there, frankly, but then that was thrown out the window when he did that with Brittany. I was really disgusted by that. And, it is what it is. Now, he's apologized to Angel, excuse me. And as far as I know, to this point, he hasn't apologized to Brittany. And Brittany also deserves an apology. Maybe he's not sorry. Maybe he still believes what he said. I don't know, but it's up to him at the end of the day. But he owes her an apology, and I also feel Brittany owes Angel an apology. She doesn't know her. What was said, I don't think was right. But again, that's up to Brittany. That's her choice. If she feels she owes her one, she will. If she doesn't, she doesn't. You can bring a horse to water, you can't make it drink. So maybe there's apologies needed all round. I don't know. But that was my mistake, and I apologize if I got that wrong, which I did, right? So I do also want to say all this talk about Angel in cahoots with, that guy. It's not true. It is not true. Not at all. And that's it. Now, all right, people are saying, well, all his people are in her chat. If she's anything like me, I don't look at the chat like that, really. I don't know who half the people are sometimes. I know my regulars, but when new people come in, I don't know who they are. They could be from either side, unless the mods can see and know, and again, Angel has said many times on a show, as long as they're being respectful and they're not talking crap or being degenerate, they're welcome in her chat. So if that's somebody, if they're from somebody else's chat that you don't happen to like, again, you have the, fortitude, if you will, don't go in the chat, press the like button, listen and move on. You don't have to interact. And it's really that simple. But she's not to blame for who comes in her chats. It's not like she's put a sign up. Also, well, that guy's, I nearly said his name. All that guy's people, you're welcome over here. She hasn't done that. And again, he has not been, because I had no idea. I'd missed a lot, so I didn't know if he had been on a show or not, if he was in a chat or not. I'm pretty sure he's in there under some sort of sock account. I've no doubt. But, you know, she is not in cahoots with him. Not at all. That's really not true. And I know it might, because his people are in her chat and it looks that way, things are not always what they seem. And especially here on YouTube, you know, everyone's running with that. And it's really totally a falsehood. It's not true. She's not in cahoots with him at all. Now, so today, that guy had a show, and, you know, I'm getting messaged left and right. And so I took a little look, and the first thing I want to thank him actually, because he admitted, and I've clipped it, that he has not only my social security number, but my whole family's, and that he got that information from FBS and Don Berlin, you know, because we know that's where the information originally came from. We know that. But that side of things is going to be dealt with separately. Like I said, right now I'm dealing with one thing at a time, and that's being dealt with. There's a few people that are privy, that know exactly what I'm doing and what's happening. Just a couple of people that I trust. And they know. Just because I'm quiet about it, and, you know, it's going to be a few more weeks, couple of weeks actually, possibly 3, and I'll have, you know, I'll be able to tell you what's going on and what happened, etc. You know, for now, I'm just doing me. You know, I don't have to answer to that, but I will say this. So I did comment, and Jules said, "Are you lost, Josie?" Let me tell you something, honey. Okay. If I want to come in that chat or even jump on his show, not that I'm going to, by the way, normally I wouldn't have even been in his chat at all, you know, but a couple of things were said that were like ridiculous. And you asked me, am I lost? Let me tell you something. If I want to come in there and I do want to have a conversation with him, I will, if he's willing to. That's if I want to, which I don't. I'm just using this is a scenario. Okay. So if I did do that, I would be wanting to talk to the organ grinder, not the organ grinder's monkey. Okay. Who are you over there? You know, and as for him, you know, why he's letting you run around, jumping up, jumping there, you know, the same way you snitched on your sex trafficker boyfriend that you were in cahoots with, the same way you did that, okay, you did that today. You jumped on there as soon as I got out. I gave you a few choice words. And when I got out of there, what did you do? You jumped up there. Yeah, she called you a freak and she said something about me and blah, blah, blah. You know, I guess leopards don't change their spots, do they? You know, but one thing I know is if I want to come in there, I'll come in there if I'm not blocked, if I feel like it. You know, I don't know who knocked, you know, rattled your cage and knocked you off your perch. But I tell you what, you don't run me and you don't tell me what to do. And don't ever question me, bitch. Okay? Do not question me. You're not good enough to lick my feet. Never mind, question me. Okay? So get that through your noggin. Fucking idiot. You're up there running around like a bee. You don't even show your face at all. I'm not showing mine now, but everyone knows what I look like, and I don't care. You know, but I'm not showing mine now simply because I just came in from work and I look like hell. So I'm not trying to impress anybody. So go fuck yourself. Okay? You know, don't you ever question me. You're nothing to me. Okay? Don't even address me. How about that? Okay? He's got you running his show like you're some type of enforcer. Really? Really? Okay. You know, there are times I just wish things were different. I really do. I really do. You know, some old raggedy ass looking bitch that's sex trafficking whore who, you know, now you think you found a spot. Yeah, okay. We'll see how long that lasts anyway. You know, enjoy while you can. But don't you ever question me. Don't even address me. Not that I intend to go on his show for people start losing their minds. I've no intentions of ever going on his show or ever being in his chat again, actually, So there you go. It was just a moment of madness, if you will. Anyway, last thing, as I was leaving, I saw he put a comment up, and I didn't catch the whole comment, but it said, "Do I condone what Mark is doing?" I think that's what the comment said. Might have been something else, but it was along those lines. And so let me just say this about Mark, okay? Now, when I first started watching his show, I thought he was more of an FBS sympathizer. As time has gone on, what I saw is he says what he thinks about both sides of the coin, good or bad. Now, as far as sometimes he knows I like Angel and I consider her a friend. I know even though he does say things about FBS, he does kind of lean more towards him as far as this thing with that guy, So yeah. So when you're saying, do I condone? It's not for me to condone. Again, it's his channel. Whenever I've been up there, Angel has not been the topic because he's respectful enough to know that I'm not going to be up there saying bad things about Angel, or I don't want to particularly hear them. I mean, here and there, okay, he's got his opinion and I'll give mine. Because of what I said yesterday, that is just my opinion. I don't think Angel's stupid by any stretch. A lot of you, what you don't understand, a lot of crap goes on behind the scenes. A lot. And there's a lot going on right now that I wish I could tell you, but can't. Maybe a little bit, as with all these types of things, it's like a powder keg, and soon it's going to blow and everybody's going to know everything anyway. But I'm not going to be the one to say it, what's going on. But there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know. And so when you get up and you make statements, when you know the full story of what's going on, then it becomes clearer. Now Mark is a free thinker. He's entitled to think for himself. He has his opinions. He can give his opinion if he wants to. It's his channel. That's what his channel's about. So do I condone? It's not for me to condone. He's not for me. It's not my place to say, oh, well, it would be. I mean, if he's up there talking real shit about Angel, like, for example, the other day, had I been on that show, then I would have rebutted him, but I purposely didn't go on that show because I saw the title. I'm not going to get up there and trash her, no. And you can say, oh, yeah, it's because she's a goddess simp. No, I'm not. I hadn't watched a show in a while. In fact, I hadn't watched a lot of anything. That's why I didn't know what the hell was going on. Here and there, I would catch clips. Excuse me. Here and there, I'd catch stuff. And I've only recently just started watching again. Not just her, but several people that I hadn't, that I normally would have watched. And, and so I'm catching up with what's going on. And I was very confused with the Maddie and Tony Silo. Here's how confused I was, and mainly because I hadn't watched him before. I hadn't seen him. I'd seen him on there, but I never really kind of listened to him. And I did listen to this show a little bit last night. It went on, I believe, for a long time. I fell asleep in the end, but I listened to him. And I'm not sure what the argument is about or where he fits in, but I kind of do, but I kind of I just was unsure at the time where he fitted in and whatever, and why everyone's going after this guy, because he sounded respectful. He sounds like a nice guy. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so I just wanted to say that it's not for me to condone what Mark does or doesn't do. If I disagree with him and I'm on there, then I'm going to disagree with him. And we've disagreed before. We don't agree on a lot of stuff. We don't. But I like him, and that's it. So, obviously, Angel's going to be mad at him. I thought that show the other day was a little unfair. Well, not a little unfair. I thought it was unfair. I wish that he would have spoken to her or got to know her a little bit and see the other side of the coin, really. I think he's just looking at her with tunnel vision. He might not agree with some of the things she does. And a lot of people have been saying, oh, the way she treats her subscribers, her loyal subscribers. Listen, there comes a time when people do lose their temper. She's gone through a lot of crap. It's 2 years. This just didn't happen last week. She's been bashed for 2 years. And maybe she had enough that night. You can't be like perky and happy all the time. Maybe she had enough. People in her ear, do this, do that. You shouldn't do this. You should do that. Maybe she just said, the hell with it. I'm going to do what I want to do. And she was, and then when the chat's saying, oh, why you got this one in here? Why you got that one in here? It's her channel. She probably got annoyed. Anybody would. I would have got annoyed. And so just because she might have been a little sharp that particular day doesn't make her, public enemy number one. That's all I'm saying. So, as far as Mark and what I condone or don't condone, it's not for me to condone. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully you won't see me again till Saturday. Like I said, join me in MRE Live. We're going to be talking about Rose West and Fred West, 2 serial killers. Yesterday I said London, but in fact I believe they were from, I want to say Bradford or somewhere. I want to say the north, but I can't exactly remember offhand. But I believe the north of England and Yorkshire, I want to say. It's a very interesting story and it'll make a nice change. So join us if you can, and I'll see everybody later. Take